Hail, hail! Urgent news for Celtic supporters. Take a look at this. Unfortunately, this has just been confirmed this afternoon. A news story has just broken at Celtic Park, bringing a lot of concern to manager Brendan Rodgers. I'm bringing it to you first. This sad news could interfere with Celtic's plans. I'll explain all the details to you shortly. But first, if you're a true hoop, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any Celtic news. Now, without further ado, let's get to the point. Celtic has suffered a dramatic financial blow. That's how finance expert Stefan Borsson described it, and it's one of the reasons why our team continues to struggle in European competitions. Should we, as fans, accept this reality, or is it time to demand something different? Borsson, in an exclusive analysis for Football Insider, said it's virtually impossible for Celtic to compete on equal footing with teams like Borussia Dortmund, especially away from home. He mentioned the huge disparity in wage bills, reflecting the reality of both clubs. While Borussia Dortmund has a wage bill of £270 million, Celtic operates with just £70 million. This discrepancy directly affects performances on the pitch, as we saw in the 7-1 defeat to Dortmund after a convincing 5-1 win over Slovan Bratislava in the opening game of the Champions League group stage. And now, with trips still scheduled to face teams like Atalanta, Dinamo Zagreb, and Aston Villa, it seems we have more challenges ahead. At home, Borsson believes we can compete and have real chances of winning, but the scenario changes drastically when we play away. Maybe at home they can play that kind of game, but away from home, they will always have problems, he said. And it's hard to disagree, considering the results. Stefan Borsson was direct. Celtic's wage bill matches that of some top clubs in the English Championship, while Dortmund's is on par with teams like Tottenham and Arsenal. This difference in resources puts clubs on completely different levels. It's not a lack of will or dedication from our players, it's a financial matter that creates a difficult gap to bridge. Perhaps what hurts the most for us, the fans, isn't the defeat to Dortmund itself. After all, we're talking about a team that reached the Champions League final last season. The problem lies in the scale of the defeat. In Borsson's words, losing is part of the game, but losing in such a devastating way leaves a deep mark and raises many questions about what we can do to narrow this gap in the future. Of course, as the expert pointed out, there's no easy solution to this. Modern football is increasingly determined by who can spend the most, and this leaves us in a tough position. However, it also makes us reflect, to what extent can and should we accept this reality? Celtic is a club with a rich history and a passionate fan base, and frustration is inevitable when we feel we're being left behind for financial reasons. Now, I'd like to hear from you, fans. How can we continue competing at these highly unequal levels? Should we adjust our expectations for away games in the Champions League, understanding the financial limitations, or is it time to demand a bolder strategy that allows us to at least compete on equal footing, even against giants like Dortmund? Leave your comment below and let's discuss how Celtic can progress in this challenging scenario. Your opinion is what makes this club so special.